Movie review number 1213 is Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is a 2024 movie directed by Jeff Fowler, Fowler, Jeff Fowler, who also directed Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 2 and one of the 6 episodes of Knuckles. So this movie has Paramount Pictures, Sega Sammy Group, and original film. I saw this movie on January 1st, 2025 at Cinemark Milford 16 in Milford, Ohio. So this was the very first movie that I saw in a movie video in 2025. And let me tell you, I really enjoyed this movie. So, lifelong Sonic fans have awaited the arrival of many Sonic characters ever since the first Sonic film. In the second film, we got Tails and Knuckles the Echidna. Now we got another character the fans have been waiting to see on the big screen, Shadow the Hedgehog. So this film takes place after the events of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and the Knuckles TV series, where Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles reunite to stop Shadow the Hedgehog from destroying the world. Uh-oh. So, when Shadow the Hedgehog reemerges into the world 50 years after being locked in a cage, Shadow breaks free and he has plans to destroy the world and the humans that live on it. So, in Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails reunite to battle Shadow. Shadow is a mysterious new enemy with powers unlike anything they have faced before. With their abilities outmatched in every way, the trio seek out an unlikely alliance to stop Shadow and protect the planet. So, this is very interesting that the trio, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, they are clearly outmatched against Shadow, who basically takes all of them down the first time, and with limited amount of help, they decide to seek an unlikely alliance with their enemy, Dr. Robotnik, who did survive from the events of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. So the trio and Robotnik must take down Shadow and protect the planet. But Shadow is also in alliance with somebody else. Somebody that Dr. Robotnik have not seen in a very, very long time. Okay, so I'll say this because it's in the trailers. We're gonna have, get this, 2 Robotniks. Wait, what? That's right. Dr. Ivor Robotnik meets his grandfather, Dr. Gerald Robotnik. And so there's 2 Robotniks now? Oh, jeez. And what happens if Dr. Ivor Robotnik decides to join with Dr. Gerald Robotnik in Shadow? Then the team really has some. Then the team really is in trouble. But along the way, Sonic realizes that he and Shadow aren't that very different. They both they both started ha- they both had journeys started right similarly. Or like Colonel Walter stated in the trailer, Shadow's journey started a lot like Sonic's, but where Sonic had family and friends, or found family and friends, Shadow only found the pain and loss. And the movie details what happened to Shadow that caused him to feel pain, loss, anger, and revenge. And one thing that I will say is it has to do with a girl that Shadow meets while he's in a lab. That's all I'm going to say. But this movie was definitely thrilling to see, fun to watch, and definitely a little intense at times. And without spoiling too much, When I say that Sonic and Shadow might be alike, more similarity than you might think, you really will see that later on in the movie. But despite this, I think, well, I don't want to discuss spoilers, but Shadow the Hedgehog really made a remarkable appearance in this movie, along with the trio as well. Yeah, this was a fun movie to watch. I definitely enjoyed it. So, this movie has Ben Schwartz portraying Sonic the Hedgehog again. Keanu Reeves voices Shadow the Hedgehog. By the way, they really cast Shadow the Hedgehog well. Keanu Reeves, who probably known for being in the Matrix and John Wick series, really voiced Shadow very well. And I like he was trying to be very faithful to the Shadow character. Colin O'Shaughnessy portrays Miles or Tails Prowl in the film. Idris Elba voices Knuckles the Echidna, and then we also see Jim Carrey portraying his role as Dr. Ivor Robotnik or Eggman, along with Professor Gerald Robotnik. So let me get this straight. Jim Carrey's voice is portraying two roles in this movie, and both are Robotniks. Oh, that was great. That was a great decision on the crew's and even Jim's part. James Marsden portrays Tom Wachowski, who is the adoptive father of Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. Tika Sumpter portrays Maddie Wachowski. She is Tom's wife and the adoptive mother of Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. And then we also see Ree Madjo portrays Adrian Stone, who is Ivor Robotnik's assistant. Christian Ritter portrays Director Walkwell, who is a high-ranking officer of the Guardian Units of Nations, also known as Gunn. Natasha Rothwell portrays Rachel, who is Maddie's sister. Jamal Moore portrays Randall Handel, who you also saw from Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Adam Perry portrays Wade Whipple, who is in the previous Sonic films along with in the Knuckles TV series. Ira Brown portrays Maria Robotnik, and Tom Butler portrays Commando Walters, who is the leader of the Gunn organization. So this movie was a really good movie to see. I definitely liked the fights in it, along with the design, the looks of all the characters, and the story as well. And I will say that even though Shadow is consumed by anger and vengeance, what happened to him, I think you can understand why Shadow came to be this way. And how Sonic, even though his heart is full of gold and green and love, let's just say that something happens that might cause Sonic. Well, I don't want to discuss too much, but in the trailer, when Sonic tells Shadow, "What did you do?" and Shadow said, "What I have to." Let's just say something happens that might cause Sonic to understand a little bit why Shadow has become the way he is. But that's all I'm going to say. I don't want to discuss too much. But it was a very awesome movie to see. And speaking of spoilers, I'm not even going to mention this. But in the previous films, there have been mid-credit scenes that tease the arrival of new characters. Like, for instance, the first movie teased the arrival of Tails. The second movie teased the arrival of Shadow. The TV series Knuckles didn't tease anything. But in Sonic the Hedgehog 3, stay tuned for the mid-credit and end-credit scenes. Let's just say the producers and writers have done the same thing in this movie that they did in the previous movies, where a new character might be coming to the franchise. As Paramount Pictures just announced that there will be a Sonic the Hedgehog 4 coming in 2027. Oh, that's awesome. But Sonic the Hedgehog 3 was really good. I definitely recommend it. So that's my movie review of Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Please tune in for my next movie review. Alright, goodbye.